everybody. I'm Cindy with Nana Sews and More. How are you today? Today I'm going to be showing you how to put together a PDF pattern, a pattern that you print out at home. Very simple to do. Very, very simple, as a matter of fact. If you've got a computer and a printer, you can do this. I've heard that you could actually also do it with from your iPad. I've done it once, I think, but you're not able to go in and at least on my tablet, change things that you need to change. Hold on, I'm sharing to some pages here. So let's see. Please? Yep. Okay. Faster if I do it this way. Wish I could do more than once. I know I say that every week. Hopefully that's not too loud. My husband is taking care of the yard. Okay. One more. What the? Okay. All right, my thing is muted. There we go. Let's set this over here. No. Alrighty. So again, my name is Cindy. I'm with Nana Sews and More. For those of you that are just now coming on, what I am doing today is I decided to print out a PDF pattern, and I'm going to show you, what to do. It's very easy. Most people know what to do, but the first time I did it, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. The particular one that I'm doing is a Flora top, because Flora top by Stitch Upon a Time. She has some really nice stuff. I've made quite a few of her things. I made, in the shirt that I want to make, it's going to go with the skirt that I did a couple weeks ago. So basically this is, you should go check her site out. She's got a really good site. And you go in and to her website, and you purchase your pattern. You could do this with free patterns as well, but you would purchase your pattern from her, and then you would download it to your computer. Once, I should have done it this way, but once you download it to your computer, you'll bring it up and they'll tell you the settings that you need to do. Some of them let you print out just the size that you need, which she does, because you'll do this from your Adobe. And some of them, they do not. And usually if they let you print them out in just the size you need, there'll be like a little chart that'll tell you what pages that you need to print out. I also print out everything. I like to have the directions in my hand, and so I can flip pages back and forth. You can keep it on your computer, you can have it on your tablet, however that you need to have it to read your directions. But for me, this is better. And I do front to back, so I waste less. Yes, I do it in color. Then, you'll read your directions, okay? And you'll follow their directions for printing out. They'll tell you how you need to do it. So what you'll do is you will print just the first page, and they'll have what's called a test box, and it'll tell you what size it needs to be. So you would put your ruler up to it and double check it, make sure it doesn't move, and it needs to be 1 inch by 1 inch, and it needs to be pretty exact. So then what I do, most of them have either in the directions, hers happens to be right here. I don't want to put it all in there, I just want to show you a little bit, but it tells you the page numbers and how to lay them out. So, and you can see down here, obviously, there is a page number. So what I do is, you can see the lines all the way around. So I take all my pages and I cut to the right side. I don't know if I'm turned around for you. It might be looking like I'm saying right or left, whatever works for you. But for me, because I'm right-handed, I cut on the right side. So then I just go up. You can see right here, I'm trimming on this dark black line. And obviously I recycle those, so, because we don't want to waste. Now I'm gonna face you down so you can see what I'm doing down here. Hope you don't fall out. So you can see my little pile here. So I've cut that edge off, and now you lay it down here like this, and you line it up. I used to tape, but this is the line right here. You may not be able to see that. This line right here is your cutting line. So there's really no sense in wasting your tape up there. So you just want to put your tape right here. And then maybe a little bit right here. I don't do these yet. I wait till I come down below. So let's cut on this line again. It's nice if I could pause and then move along, but it doesn't let me do that. We'll put that there. Now I am thinking maybe Wednesday I will do this, make this shirt live. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's my little helper, my mom's dog Ginger. Yeah, we're house sitting, or not house sitting, but we're babysitting. This is my little sister. So when I want her, I tell her, come here to Sissy. Okay, so trim. I mean, I'm not like doing these lines like super perfect. I mean, they're as almost as straight as I could get them, but you want to try not to be all curvy on these. Okay. There you go, puppy. Okay. So we got one more to do, and then I'll show you a little bit of what to do in the next row. I'm not going to do you're not going to watch me do the whole exact thing. Then I'll get taping them together, and then I'll show you how to cut them out. But I don't want you to see her whole pattern on here. You want to see it, then you can purchase it from her, and then you can make it. Just stay honest. Okay. Now, this, well, I'll tell you after. Let me put this one last piece. So now I'm going to go to the next row. So I'm going to cut to the right. And then across the top. And then I'm going to line that up right there. And I'll do one more, and then we'll just talk amongst ourselves while we do this. Now here's the other one. So same thing. Now this is when it starts to get a little bit tricky, and you got to be careful, because my very first one was all lumpy and bumpy, and I had the worst time. You see one reason why I don't tape it. So we need to line all this up right here. And there we go. This is what I do here on the corner. I just take a piece across, and that will hold that good enough. Okay, now I'm going to bring you back up to it while I finish cutting this out. It's a quiet night tonight with everybody. Okay, put you back there, and I'm going to finish cutting this out. We don't like to, when you're making things from another designer, one thing you don't want to do is you don't share your patterns. If you purchase a pattern, you do not share it. They work very hard on making these patterns, so you want to be sure that you go and you purchase it itself. You don't ever show these whole patterns online either, because unfortunately there are very dishonest ones out there that would figure out how to make a copy of it. And like I said, they're the ones that worked really hard designing it and figuring out all the sizing. I'm trying to learn how to do that myself, because I would really love to design some clothes, probably for children to start, because they would be the easiest. You know, as older females, and even men, we have a little bit more shapes and curves and all to work around. I don't know how I would do with that right yet, but I'm still learning. I'm in the process of trying to figure all that out. And I'm doing them in order, of course, with the numbers again. Like I said, there's numbers on here. And there are times where I've cut the wrong side, and I just butt them up up against one another, and then just tape it. Hey, Gingy. Hey, Ginger. I know. Right along. Now, this is the last piece, so I'm not going to cut this edge. I am just going to cut across, it's not the last piece, but it's the last piece in this row. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if you cut it, but why bother? Put it in there. Now, when you have PDF patterns, sometimes it's not, well, it is the case with this one, but sometimes you don't have all the pieces printed out. Like, they might tell you that you need a piece of fabric a certain size. You know, if it's a rectangle or a square, they just tell you that, most of them tell you the size instead of you printing out that pattern piece, and then you would just you know, using your mat and rollers and all that kind of stuff, you would just cut it out. Like this one has a, oh my goodness, my brain just went blank. It has a, I don't want to call it a ribbon because it's not a ribbon, but it's the, you know, the little piece that goes around the, I forget what it's called. Anyway, you have to cut that out in the size that they tell you. And I'm totally, not one. Well, with these patterns, they don't exactly, oops, sorry, puppy. They don't exactly tell you how to lay them out, but I know if you buy like store-bought patterns, they tell you how to lay your fabric, or your pattern on your fabric. I find I waste more fabric that way. I like it better when I figure it out on my own. And this is made for a knit top, so it's very important. I don't need that yet. It's very important that you make sure your stretch is going the right way. I think it was last year, no, the year before, the summer before, I decided I was going to make myself a bathing suit. I was all excited. I'd had this material for a really long time. So I was going to make my bathing suit for myself a long time ago. Got the bathing suit all done, and I went to put the top on. Nope, the stretch went this way instead of this way, so I couldn't, you know, stretch it to get the arms and stuff in. I was very upset because I didn't have enough fabric to make another one. I used all the fabric I had on that one. So that's something you want to think about when you're using knits. And a lot of them will tell you how much knit you should have. Some of them will have a chart. Let me see if she has a chart. I don't remember. I've already made this top once, but I made the wrong size. So see how she has like a little thing here, and that tells you how much stretch to have. So the red would be the actual size, and then to go from the red to here's what you should have or more. So that lets you know if you have enough stretch in your fabric. And if you start watching this and you don't have time to finish, don't forget you can share. Please share this on your own timeline. I think I have one more row after this row, and then it'll be time to cut it out. So I'll give you a basic idea of how to cut this. I guess you hear my husband. Sorry about that. And here's a perfect example. I got to lift this tape up because it shifted on me. So let me unshift that. There we go. Better. Hold on. I'm gonna clear something off the screen. There we go. If you have a table, come here, Ginge. If you have a table big enough, you can put this on a table and do it, and then you don't have to sit on the floor. I do have a table big enough, but right now I have something that I'm working on, and it's spread out on the table, and I just didn't feel like cleaning it up long enough to do this. So just sit on the floor. And makes Ginger happy with me down here with her. Not that she doesn't come up on the couch with me. Yes, we let our animals up, our fur babies on the furniture. Oh, did this move again? I'm having a tough time. Oh, hold on. It's not going to work. Now the other thing is you should have separate scissors for your fabric and cutting paper, because nothing will dull your fabric scissors faster than cutting paper. So these are my paper scissors, and then I have fabric scissors. Okay, oops. Alrighty, almost done here. It's looking really good, actually. Oh, see, I told you didn't have to cut that one spot, but I did anyway, so not a big deal. Alright. Now I'm going to do the last row. Pretty quickly. Now, one of the things I like about this particular top is, I think the front is shorter than the back. Or no, it's all the same all the way around. I thought for some reason but I want it to wear with my leggings, and that's why I picked this particular top. I thought it would look really cute. So I'm going to wear this with my leggings, so that way it covers my bottom. Going to be a project getting up off the floor. No, don't move my paper, Gingy. Stay still, baby. Oh, she didn't move it, I did. Now, when I go to cut this out, I'm not going to show you the whole pattern. I'm only going to show you small pieces. But you will be able to tell what I'm doing just by that. And someday, if I ever learn how to do this, which I hope I do, printing out my own pattern, or, you know, making my own patterns. I got all kinds of ideas in my head. It's just a matter of learning how to do it. I could show you the whole thing. But like I said, this is not mine to share it all. I'll show you on this piece here. This is part of it, and you can see it has two lines. This would be like your shirt length, and this would be your tunic, meaning longer. So you would decide which line you want to cut out on. This particular one, you could have buttons down the back. If you don't want the buttons, then you would cut along this line. I'm not going to cut it. What I do is I fold it. That way, if I want to later make this top again, I don't need to print this out. All I have to do is unfold that part. I find this very relaxing, personally, to sit here and cut these out. So sometimes I can be a little slow. One is because, two, I'm trying to be pretty perfect with my making sure all my lines line up and everything, because that is extremely important. Now she laid on it and moved it. Gingy. I have to scoot you out of the way. It's okay. I'm just pushing you over a little bit. I need some room. Need some working room. Okay, two more. And then, like I said, I will start cutting. And this particular one also has maternity length. So you have your top, your maternity, and then your full line. And that would be on the front piece, so that your little, you know, when your little belly's popping out so nicely and the baby's growing, you keep your length in the front of your shirt. Some people have been known to staple these together, I guess if you run out of tape. Some use a glue stick. I'm not sure about the glue stick. Any glue stick I've ever used, usually this stuff doesn't stay together. And I don't want my pieces falling apart on me. So... my last piece. So now I have all these little strips that I cut off. You could recycle them. You could, actually, I think I'm going to make chain links with these because we will be going on vacation soon, and you know, the grandkids, being young, don't know how to keep track of, well, 2 of them anyway, don't know how to keep track of time. So every day, how many more days do we have? So I think I'm going to take those and we can make the little rings out of them, and every day they can take a ring off. What a smart idea. I just thought of that. Or the kids can craft with them. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of things you could figure out what to do with them if you don't want to recycle them. Some people will do this, and I guess they print out all the sizes, and then they'll put it up to like a, you know, if you have a big window or something, and they'll put like tissue paper or tracing paper over top of it. That way they're saving and not printing out, I guess, in different sizes. I kind of get that. It saves you in money and ink, but my thing is, I already took all this time to sit here and tape this. It's so much faster to just cut, and then, you know, I just come back, ouch, my knee, come back, you know, print another one out in the size that I need. So, and I like this because, you know, when you buy a store-bought pad, I know, you know, everybody says, oh, they're so expensive, but they're really not, because when you think about it, when you buy a store-bought pattern, you cut it out, that's it, that's the only size you have. But with these, it's really nice because, I'm going to start cutting out the pattern now. With these, it's nice because if you've got kids, the pattern you will have as they grow, you can print it out again or use your tissue paper and go over it. You can take these to, I think you can take your patterns to like a store where you can get them printed, like, you know, Staples or something like that, and they will print them out on, it's called something different, and I believe most pattern companies you can do that with, and they'll tell you like what it's called and all that kind of thing. I mean, the instructions and everything are in the booklet, that you can either, like I said, print or just bring it up on your computer or tablet. So let me show you 2 things, and then we'll pretty much be done. And I'll finish cutting it out later. But there's a couple things I want to show you real quick, so let me put you back down. Okay, now, without revealing too much, see the 3 lines that I was talking about? You know, it says that's for maternity, this is your tunic, and then this would be your shirt size. I'm just cutting out, for me, the tunic, so I will cut along this line right here. And then once you cut it out, there's this piece right here. This will go, you'll fold your fabric, and this will go on the fold of your fabric. And for this particular one, it will be both the front and the back. Whoop. You're coming off again. My little piece that I put there to help hold my phone isn't working so good. Okay. So again, you know, you either print the booklet out or you don't. I know a lot of people that don't. They come with sizes to tell you what size that you need to, or for how much fabric. It also tells you what size you need to print out. Some people are in between sizes. I just go up a little bit if that's the case, but if there's a huge difference, there's a way that you can grade your patterns. I don't usually do that too often. The neckband, it's called a neckband because I'm looking at it now. She'll tell you the measurements for the neckband that you need. So I guess that's pretty much it. It's even on the pattern itself. This particular designer has the size that you need for the neckband on there, and all the stuff that you need. If you were to use it with the buttons, you would need interfacing, because it's important to put interfacing behind your buttons so that they don't, it gives stability to the fabric. And also some collars and things like that need it, but this particular top, the way that I'm making it, doesn't need that. So, I mean, like I said, she's got a lot of cute things. And if you're in metric, she's got a conversion chart right in the back for you. Perfect, so you don't have to convert it yourself. She shows both US and metric measurements, which is really nice for her to have gone and done that, because I'm sure that's extra work. So, again, I hope I can join you Wednesday night to make this. And again, this is Cindy with Nana Sews and More, and please share it to your timeline, share it with others so we can grow. So if you don't see the little live up top, that means that I'm already done and you're watching the replay after I've already finished, but still make comments or questions and I will be more than happy to get back to you. So everybody have a good night. I really enjoyed this evening. You have a good night. Thanks. Bye.